How is everybody doing? We're gonna go live in a few minutes here. Just getting my cards ready. Gonna shuffle some decks. Gonna probably do about a half hour, not my usual hour of live readings and activations. So if you are here, you have your chance to get a free one card per person. All I ask is that you like, follow, share, and subscribe to the channel. And at the same point, make sure you are only asking your question once. Please don't fill the feed with your question over and over again. I'm only going to do about a half hour, so if you have a question, pop it into the chat window, pop it in. Let's see what's going on with the collective today. Crazy windy out there by me, lots of trees down, lots of power out. And so I took a little break from watching anime, and let's see what we have going on for the collective. And so if you do have a question, please put it in here. I'll be doing some questions and answers for probably about a half an hour. And I'm just going to pull out a collective love reading while we're waiting for people. And for the collective right now, a lot of people are focusing on guilt and temptation. Spirit's telling you to, get rid of this guilt, see through the temptation, because this is really, really, the energies are trying to lower you into this, and you need to release it. You need to heal it, and you need to make sure you're not going into another toxic cycle. So hopefully that helps those who are wondering about what's going on within the collective for the space of love today. So please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. If you do have a question, please put it in the comment window, but only put it in once. All I ask is that you like, follow, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you get a reading, will Fred and you ever get married, Anna Marie? Let's see what's going on with your energies. Spirit said right now there's some deception, and but you deserve love. So somebody's not showing their full set of cards. There is an engagement in the future. So I'm thinking this your person is kind of playing it coy, but is secretly looking for an engagement. So I'm hopeful on that one. The energies look good for you and Fred, Anna Marie. So hopefully you you resonate with that answer. And Sean Sanchez for love. Let's see what's going on within your energies. I feel for you, there's a situation that you need to understand here. I think I'm going to find a deck for you. And yeah, if you have gotten a reading, just please like, follow, share, and subscribe. And put your notifications on in case you want to know when I go live again. And for those of you just joining, only ask your question once. I'm only going to be on for about 30 minutes. Not going to get to everybody, but I'll try to get as many people as possible, but I won't go to people who are just me, me, me. So for you, I see ascending, uh, learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. So for you in love, love is definitely abundant for you. And that's for Sean Sanchez. I do see some sort of a union coming in. And Chu, didn't I just say don't ask the question more than once, but yet you do anyway? I just don't understand people. Uh, you've asked 3 times now. I've said probably in the first 3 minutes, only ask a question once. For you, you're not going to get a question answered until you learn the rules. Come back another day. Um, so with that, Cassie, will you and Jack reunite? Let's see what your energies are. And for those of you who are joining, you only ask the question once. I'll see it, or I'll either answer it or I won't. But asking it more than once guarantees I'm not going to answer it because it's just rude. Um, so Spirit is saying for you, Cassie, look deep within your heart, and you'll feel their love. Their love for you is as deep as the ocean. So I feel that there's still a connection here. We just have to see where that's going to lead. Let me see. Let me see if I can get a timing on that one. Bear with me while I find my timing card. And hang on one second here. Timing on this one, Cassie. See if Spirit's going to give us the timing. There seems to be a good energy. Let me see if Spirit is willing to give us a time. One Spirit, one card. There we go. Fall. Cassie, fall is where your chance is going to be. This can change at any given time, but it's possible. And yeah, pros, you can have a card. What would you like? So just Cassie, don't tie your hopes on a date. It's just a possibility, and possibilities change at a moment's notice. All right, so let's see what we have for you pros. I think we're gonna, and thank you for coming back. You're one of the ones I recognize who comes every live that I have, and I appreciate you. So for you, you have the King of Wands, right? And this is natural leader, visionary. So there's some sort of a leadership role for you somewhere. I hope that makes sense. That's what's seeming to come through. And thank you, Anna Marie. And for those of you who are just new to the channel, I do some lives a whole bunch of times during the week. We do one and card readings. Sometimes you get a couple, sometimes you get one. The only thing I ask is that you like, follow, share, and subscribe. And at the end of it, if you're looking for something a little bit deeper, more than a one card and a quip, I do private reads. You can reach out at either DM me through any of the DM channels or through email at silver.fox.affirmations@gmail.com. And so let's see what else we have, see who else has a question. So Miriam, will your trip next weekend be successful? So I'm hoping so. Let's see what the universe has to say on your trip. It's nothing worse than a trip that's not fun or enjoyable, especially with all the stuff you have to go through for traveling in general if you're going by airplane. Spirit saying, "Yep, it's going to be fine. You're gonna have a good time." And heart sway, are you meant to remain in your current tiny home? Seems like you don't like a tiny home. Let's see. And you always have choice, so just remember that, heart sway. You always have a choice. You just have to choose and make a step forward. But let's see what Spirit says for you. And Spirit saying for sure you're meant to stay there for a little while. But remember, you always have a choice in your own. So please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. And for all those just joining, doing one card per person for free. Just ask your question once. Do not ask it 1,000 times because it just gets me cranky. Should you stay at your job? Let's see what we have here for Hammer. Spirit saying end it now. And when Spirit says end it now, it just means that you've probably been asking this question a lot through a bunch of different formats. Spirit, can we get a little bit more than that? And for sure. So Spirit saying you should stay at your job. Stop questioning it. And Carrie, will you move soon? Let's see what we get for that. Spirit saying let it go. And again, I'm getting a lot of these let it goes because a lot of you people are holding on to that energy. And what you have to do is just put your desire out there and then release it. And Spirit's saying, no, you're not going to move soon. Will your husband admit he was wrong and tell the truth? That's a good one. So it seems like you've already judged your husband. Sometimes it's better to be a listener than somebody who's just holding their stance. Look at your husband's perspective. And Spirit saying unknown. When you have a predefined notion already, it's really hard to have a conversation. You have to change that energy. Let's see what we have here. Kelly Hyde. And for all those just joining, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. And just ask your question once. I'm only going to be on here for 30 minutes or so, so I'm not going to get to everybody. So just ask once, no more than once. So let me see what we have here. And thank you, Robin. I appreciate it if it was wonderful. I like it when people say that. Will your brother-in-law, Kelly Hyde, reconcile with you? and sister-in-law. Seems like you guys have had an internal issue going on. Spirit is saying it doesn't look likely at this moment in time. Perhaps you need to see what's going on in the energies and heal whatever that trigger was, why they are not speaking with you at this moment. However, things can change in an instant. You just have to change your energy, work on yourself, and then see if they come back to you. Uh, Sally Francisco, will you meet your person soon? Let's do a timing question for that. Will Sally meet her person soon? And Spirit's saying winter. So we're still in winter, so it could either be now, this winter, or next winter, depending upon where you are in the world. But winter is what Spirit is saying. Remember, any timing question is a possibility. It is not set in stone. Anything can change that. Um, and how are you doing, guardian dog? And Rowan, will you lose your job in the next 2 years? I don't want to answer that one, and the reason is if I say yes, what it's going to do is you're gonna manifest that future. Ask something that's a little bit more on the positive side, because what I don't want to do is set some programming in place that's going to allow you to create that reality. And so let's see. So Jim Thomas, where will you be for a year from now? Well, that's a good question. It's no matter where you go, there you are. But let's see what Spirit wants to give you in just a card. And Spirit saying for you, the card is lost in the expanse amidst the vastness. The astronaut is a speck, right? Find your purpose in the endless void. So Spirit's saying you gotta figure that shit out. You've got to make up your mind right now. You're kind of floating in a void, not really knowing a direction and spinning anywhere. Spirit's saying just choose a space, choose a place, choose a space, and find the path appearing in front of you. And so guardian dog, you keep on asking the same question. The answer is never going to change. You've got to figure this one out for yourself. I appreciate you coming back, but I need new questions. This is more than once you've asked that same question. Um, and so let's do some yes and no's for people that want a yes and no. We're going to do a pick a pile because it seems like I got a lot of yes and no's here. So I'm going to let you guys all answer your own yes and no questions. So we're going to do a quick pick a pile, and when it starts to get busy like it is now, where I'm stacking up, and I'm only going to be on for a half hour, so about another 15 minutes. The easiest way for me to get through a lot of questions that people would like to get answered is to do a pick a pile, and so we're going to put 3 cards out here, and for each of those 3 cards, I'm going to put a crystal on it, so you're able to identify it easier. Okay, the crystals I'm going to put on here. I'm going to put some pyramids on here. I'm going to put a yellow pyramid. I'm going to put a blue pyramid, and I am going to put a green pyramid up here. And so what we're going to do is we are going to ask ourselves the question we want a yes or no answer. Will my boyfriend come back to me? Will I move? Will I become pregnant? Whatever that yes or no question is, we're going to put it right here on the screen. And so what we're going to do then is we're going to go ahead and we are going to pick a pile. So I'm going to give everybody 10 seconds. You pick the first pile that pops in your head when you think of your question, and don't second guess yourself. And as you do that, we are going to get our answers. So everybody locked in. Let's hope everybody's locked into which one that they want. And again, we're doing a pick a pile, yes or no answer. Pick your pile, yellow, blue, or green. First one that pops in your head when you put your question in. All right. Okay. So first question here is no. The sun sets. It's time to conclude. So this is a big no. Spirit saying stop asking. Number 2, it's a no. Spotted reputation going bad, rotten idea. So that's another big no. And for those of you who chose the green pile, we've got a yes. Stokes your passion, heart's desire, blooming. So I hope that gave everybody the answer that they were looking for on the yes or no, because these are the answers. Using your own intuition, everybody has the ability to know their own answers. You just have to trust in self, connect in self, for you to get to those answers. So with that, I'll go back to answering some questions. I'm going to see what comes here that's going to catch my attention. If I don't answer your question, that's okay. I may answer it through somebody else's question. I'm just going to pick and choose who I feel called to answer questions, and please only put your question in once. And Kitty, how long will your husband live? That's not for me to tell you. That's not for you to know. You just have to allow for what it is. I don't do deaths and sicknesses. That's just not the energies I want. Um, let's see what we have here. And thank you, Truth. I appreciate you. Thank you for keeping on coming back. Um, so let's see who else we have here. That's an interesting one. So will your outside feral cat let you handle her soon? Let's see if Spirit wants to answer that one. That's kind of a cute question. And then for the one who was asking about our guardian angel, I'll answer that in a second. You might not like the answer that I have, but it is what it is. So Spirit, will the cat let her handle her soon? And Spirit is saying, yes, it's going to happen. It's going to take some time. Be patient. And where was the one here? So Sandy L, who is your guardian angel? Honestly, Sandy, don't be concerned with angels. I mean, I could pull a card and it'll tell you what angels are around you, but don't really be concerned with angels. They're distractions, as are spirit guides. You just really need to concern yourself with connecting with self, because as you connect with self, you have everything that you need within this now moment, and every kind of healing that you could ever want, it comes from self. It doesn't come externally from another being. They're only going to give you something from their perspective, and it's not always for your highest and best good. They're still stuck here along with the rest of us, so they need to work on themselves first. And thank you, Fit Alcoholic. Appreciate it. Let's see what we have here. So new here, Brownie Love. Let's see what we have for you. And so, Barbara, I don't speak about people passing. That's not for me to speak about. I don't want to program people into manifesting a reality that doesn't need to be manifested. We just allow things to flow as they flow. And for mediumship, I don't do mediumship anyway. So, Brownie, I've got an energy card for you. I want to see what's in your energy for today. And for most of you here, if you haven't seen my style, I look at energy. That's what I work with. I work with energies. I don't work with mediumship. I don't work with clairvoyance. So I'm not going to talk to the dead people. I'm not talking to guides. I'm not talking to angels. That's not. There's no help in that. What I look at is what the energy is within you, what the energies present themselves through the cards, and how it best can help you heal. Because that's all we're here to do, is to heal, to love, heal, and feel. Right. So for you, the doors to personal healing and happiness are going to be open, and the world is yours, provided you choose to go through that door. It's always a choice. So for you, Brownie Love, you have a beautiful, beautiful reading here, beautiful energies around you. There's opportunity abound. Look at that gorgeous opportunity there in that door, and the world is yours should you choose to decide to take it. But you have to choose. You have to choose to go through the door, like everything in this realm. And Pisces, will real love find you? And you know how real love finds you, Pisces? It's by loving self. So we're going to see what's going on within the space of energies with you. I'm trying to figure out what deck has the energies for you. So you need to find love in self to really find for love to find you, because that's what you do want. You want love to find you because it wants to be magnetic. And so we don't want to chase love. Spirit is saying for you, picture, there's somebody that's kind of missing you right now, is looking at your old pictures. This may be somebody that was from your distant past, might be from your close past. Let me see if I get one more clarity call on this. Spirit, can you give me anything else about this? And Spirit is saying that you're in separation from this person. Um, so this person is thinking about you, whether that's going to be your person or not, that's yet to be determined. Spirit's not willing to say anything about it, but I hope that makes sense for you. And let's see who else we have here. And I'm just scrolling through here, so please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. I'm going to see who I get called to, and then I'm going to, pick a few people here. And so, Inkaholic, yeah, you can have an energy card today. Let's see what we have here. And for you, Inkaholic, we have a woman holding a heart. So for you, Inkaholic, there's somebody that's holding your heart, or you're holding your heart too tightly. Spirit says open your heart a little bit. Allow love to flow in. Don't protect it too much with a cage. I hope that makes sense for you. As you release and allow love to come in, love will find you. And let's see who we have here too. Deb J. Let's see what we have. I think you need an inspirational card from your higher self, Deb J. So let's see what we've got. Spirit, show me what we need for Deb J. And for you, an eclipse may hide your light, but not forever. And everyone you meet is another part of you that wants to be loved. And so Spirit is saying that right now, you may be seeing some darker aspects of your reality at this point, right? Because what you're doing is you're mirroring situations that are challenging to you. And what Spirit is saying is that those are reflections of dark aspects of yourself that you're not willing to look at. And so it's presenting it to you from your outside world. And Spirit is saying it may seem very dark right now, but let your light shine through. Accept those parts of yourself, face them, and heal them. I hope that makes sense. And let's see who we are here. So I've got someone's mama one. Let's see what we have for you. I'm feeling you need a self-love card, so let's see what wants to come out. This is one of my new decks. I really like this deck. It's very inspirational. It gives you a lot of information about what you need in this now moment. And so for someone's mama one, challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to do better. Don't set limits on your potential. Spirit's saying you're behaving small. You need to expand your horizons, expand your awareness, challenge yourself to grow. Take a step in any direction, but don't sit in your comfort zone. I hope that makes sense. And let's see what else we have here. Estasias Argoles. I'm going to give you a card. And there are many doors that lead you to the place you truly belong. So Spirit's saying you're seeing a lot of different opportunities that are going to be popping up for you. There's no wrong door here. They're all going to take you to the same place. Some may be a little bit longer than others, but they're all going to take you to the same place you're meant to be. So just pick and choose a door. Don't sit there staring at the doors. Take a door, any door, right? And please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. And let me see who else we have here. And Linda's asking, will I be approved this year? Well, we're going to ask a yes or a no question on that. So let's see what we have here. Spirit, will Linda be approved this year? Not sure for what, but let's see if Spirit's saying At this time, the energies don't look good, and it's probably because you have a lot of doubts. Spirit's saying ask again probably in a couple weeks, but you need to change your energy here because you're focusing too much on the lack of worrying about whether this is going to happen or not, and that's pushing it away. So you need to get yourself into a place where you are knowing that this is coming in, not questioning it. I hope that helps you. Um, see who else we have here. I am favored with like an energy card. Okay, we can get you an energy card. Let's see what we have for you. Spirit, I am favored. What do you have for me for I am favored? And again, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. I'm only going to be on for about another 5 or 10 minutes, so I'm not going to get to everybody, obviously, but I will try to get to as many as possible. So for you, I am favored. Your energy is around a caring connection, so that could be family, that could be friends, that could be love, but there's an energy of attraction around you at this point. I hope that is resonating with you. And let's see what we have here. So Samantha Jacobs, it's a really a great question. Is it possible to bring positive energy to a negative person without getting drained? So Samantha, you get trained because you're allowing that training to happen either on a conscious or subconscious level, and you have to start working on controlling your own conscious level of how your energy can be accessed. And so you have to, trust your body. If you feel drained after being with that person, then perhaps at this point in time, until you're able to protect yourself better, that you shouldn't be around this person, right? And you can't fix anybody's negative energies. They have to fix themselves. They have to choose to fix themselves, and this is the biggest problem. You can't fix anybody. You can't fix your person. You can't fix your kids. The only one you can fix is yourself, and you have to choose to fix yourself for yourself. If you choose to fix yourself for somebody else, then that's just bad energy. That's not truly being you, and so you're not really respecting your true self. I hope that makes sense. And so I'm about 100 messages backed up, so I'm just going to scroll through a few. I'm going to probably um, do it. And Joyce Hutchinson, Tilly, asking this question over and over again is definitely going to be no, you'll never find happiness because you can't find happiness within yourself to follow some stuff that I ask only one time. If you spam, that's somebody who has bad behavior, and you need to correct that within yourself. You're like, look at me, look at me, look at me. And this is why it just drives, it's a trigger for me in itself, because what you're doing is you're taking space from people who actually want to wait and be patient. You're going to have to learn patience on this. You can come back another day and ask that question, but happiness from a card will not come for me today because I just ask for very few rules, and one is that only ask one question, one time. Okay? If you really want to know and you want a healing to get that happiness, I'm welcoming you to reach out to me via email and book a private healing, but for a free card when you're not following the rules, it's a no. Let's see, what do we have? I'm going to answer, I'll probably answer 2 or 3 more people. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. Janet, you're popped up on here while I was scrolling. So Spirit wants me to give you a card, and I believe the card you're going to get is this deck right here. So bear with me. And don't fret if you haven't gotten a card. I do cards most of the times, at least 2, 3 times a week. So for you, Janet, you're born to stand out. You don't fit in, stand out, right? And so, be in your power. Spirit's saying be who you are. Don't be a chameleon. Don't be a people pleaser. Be yourself and be not afraid to be yourself. Don't cower away thinking that nobody's going to like you. When you're yourself, everybody's going to like you. And let me see. And Tiggy, I don't do any mediumship, so I can't help you with that. And let me scroll down a little bit. I'm just going to see who else we have here. see. How about Sam? Sam, I'm going to give you a card, and then I'm going to pick one more person. Sam, from you, I'm going to get a message from your higher self here. Sam, you got two cards from your higher self. Look for the signs that will guide you to the destiny you've known all along. And it's the same thing. When you bond with somebody in spirit, you both become a force for greater good. So for you, I feel your spirit family is, your soul family is going to start to come on in, start to recognize them through the signs. You'll know it through the energy once you meet these people. So I hope that's helpful for you. Your soul family is coming through. And let me see who else. I'm going to do one more card here. So let's see who else we have. And please like, follow, share, subscribe. Um, make sure you put your notifications on, because if you put your notifications on, then you will get notified when I go live and answer some questions. I do some live readings in the morning where I don't answer questions, and those will give you the energies for the day. So for Carla Bennett Parker, you're going to be the last one. Will everything that's wrong start going right? Well, I'm going to give you a little self-love, because why things are going wrong is because in your own mind, you don't feel worthy of things going right. There's some sort of shame, guilt, disappointment that's in your energy, and you need to kind of clear that out. You have to start working on self, right? Shift your focus away from material and develop a healthy inner world, right? Can't lie. What I said, the cards are saying it as well. Sleep and rest. Let your body have the peace it deserves without feeling guilty. And for you, what you need to do is start healing yourself, going within, connecting to self. I have a healing over on Silver Fox Spiritual. It's my YouTube channel. It is Be Your Own Valentine's. It's a light language healing. I would advise you, or just say, investigate it. Go over to YouTube. It's for free. It doesn't cost a cent, and it's going to help you bring some love into yourself. You might find a memory or a trauma or something coming up to be released. So don't be surprised if you have a couple tears crawling out after that healing. But if it resonates, then perhaps look towards booking a one-on-one session to help you change the energies, because until you change the energies that you have about yourself, everything's going to keep on going in a big loop, and you want to get out of that hamster wheel of karma. And so with that, that is the last reading I'm going to do for today. And Lisa, what if others don't manifest almost the next? So I'm trying to read here. So everybody's responsible for their own energy. There can be negativity pointed at you, but it doesn't mean that you have to accept it. Some parts of you, if you're feeling that negativity, then some parts of you are allowing it and accepting it. And you have to get into those parts that are allowing and accepting it. And that's only done by healing at a massive scale and connecting to self, right? You have to get outside of the collective energies and inside of your own energies, and then control your own energies. And it's not an easy task. I mean, I have issues with it. Everybody has issues with it. The more you heal, the more you'll be able to create the protection around those negative energies. I hope that makes sense. And for anybody else, if you are looking for a reading, I do some private readings. You can reach out to me at silver.fox.affirmations@gmail.com. I'm going to exit. I did about a half hour. I said I was going to do a half hour here. And like I say, I come on live a lot, so make sure you're liking, sharing, following, and subscribing. Make sure your notifications on, so when I come on, I just come on. I don't have a set schedule. You just get lucky or you don't. But if you have something you really want answered, or you need a deep reading, what you do is you either DM me or email me at silver.fox.affirmations@gmail.com, and I do some paid readings. They range from $10 all the way up to $60, and I do personal light language as well, healings, and they range from 10 up to 60 as well. Just look at my pinned comments for the information on, what my services are. And with that, have a great day, and I will see you guys at the next read. And I appreciate you guys spending the last half hour with me. You have a wonderful day. Cheers.